Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany Hillcook and I run a spiritual practice called The Healing Hill. Ultimately, this video is about destiny and free will. I do want to share though, if my energy resonates with you and you would like one-on-one time with me in the form of a channeled reading or, just clarity around life and remembering that you love yourself, the bookings page is going to be in the description of this video. Check it out. I offer a variety of services. All right. So on to the difference between destiny and free will and how the two, I don't want to say zipper together, but they are like yin and yang. And I'll see you soon. Hello, and today we're talking about free will versus destiny, or destiny versus free will. Whether or not you believe this or know this to be true, we planned for this life before incarnating. And for many of us, this isn't our first time living as a human being. There are many case studies, scientific, you can see my cat there, scientific case studies that would, I don't want to say validate, but are data points that you can reference when individuals have been put into a theta or hypnotic state, because consciousness never forgets. Even though we are born with amnesia, and ironically, not everyone is. There's also, if you want to do some Googling, there are individuals, normally by the time they reach like age 6 or 7, the memories start to fade. But there are people born into this life that remember their past lives. They will say things like, "You're not my mother," or "I was married," or "I used to be an actor," or "I have 3 children," and they're 4 years old. And so the younger you are, the veil, the veil, the walls, the different dimensions that exist is thinner. And so especially toddlers, like I've heard many stories of my own record in talking with clients or with people out on the streets, of them saying that, my 3-year-old was having a conversation with my grandmother who died 20 years ago. And they really are, whether you believe it or not. It doesn't mean that it's not true. So before we incarnated, we planned a life. We picked our parents, we picked our siblings. I truly believe, and this I have never gotten any scientific data. This is just something in my heart I know to be true, that we even pick our names, that somehow it's whispered to our parents, ears and into their heart. And so we're even a part of the naming process. And so we come here to tempt fate, to tempt destiny, to grow as a soul and to create and become more whole. And so the destiny is the meeting, it's the plan. Free will is what you do with it. The example that I give pretty commonly with clients is, because I most of my clients that I meet with, they've got some sort of connection with the spirit world. They've got some sort of curiosity or knowing that they are a spirit. They are an entity, a soul having a human experience. And so it's not uncommon to be asked, like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And the answer in short is 110%. Wherever you are is precisely where you're supposed to be. But the example that I give with destiny and free will is this. Let's say you're at the grocery store and it's been a busy day for you. It's been a long day. And you are grabbing the bags from the grocery cart and you're getting ready to leave the cart. And there is, a person that you would be, I always say a man. So let's say I'm, the sex that you're interested in is male. So, and they come up and they end up taking the cart that you just returned. So there's the destiny. There's the meeting. But if you don't even pick up your head to acknowledge that that person's there, you may be missing the love of your life. So the destiny is the meeting. The free will is what you do with it. It's how you respond, the choice that you make emotionally in your experience of life. Now, if it is the love of your life and the two of you are supposed to meet, then spirit will find other ways for that meeting to transpire, because there's lessons and there's, sacred soul contracts that were not, like practically signed, but energetically were signed before incarnating. There's a tribe of you. There's a tribe with me that reincarnates. And when I look back at my life, like I'm closer to 40 now than I am to 30, there are many different groups of individuals that I have been a part of at different times in my life. I look back at, who I hung out with in high school, and I was on a drill team in high school, and those individuals. And then when I look at I did have the opportunity to go to college, and there was a group of individuals that I may have one or two that I communicate with still today, but that was a group of souls that I know that I had spent time with before, and albeit it might have been a 4 or 5 year period, we all have these pack of souls, jobs. There have been different places that I've worked where there's a pack of us that are, it's karmic in nature because we are triggering, and we, either we bring joy or we, potentially bring pain, but it's all for the betterment of the soul. And this is one thing that I do want to remind everybody, because I used to be a people pleaser. And there are still times when I know that the answer is no to a person, but I'm not even quite sure how to effectively communicate that to them. So I'm still learning how to honor and show up for myself. But let's say, I just want to remind everyone that just like you have a villain in your story, without a doubt, you play the villain in someone else's. You are the villain in someone's story. Why I share that is I want to give you permission to honor yourself and stop being the yes person, and doing everything for everyone else at the cost of your own needs. Give yourself permission. Give your needs value and honor them. This is what I promise you will happen. Once you start honoring yourself and giving yourself permission to do things, inherently, you're going to do the same for others. It's a really beautiful symbiotic relationship. When you honor yourself as a byproduct, you honor other people. When you don't honor yourself as a byproduct, you're not honoring other people. So this video was about free will and destiny. Destiny is the life plan. Destiny is the blueprint, the record in the akashic records of what you came here to do. Not everybody who comes here with the plan honors the plan. Not everybody's soul who came here for a specific purpose meets that purpose. But you know what? That's okay. You're just going to keep incarnating until you figure it out. There's a couple of great hypnotherapists. They are doctors as well that have books on this. The first one would be Dr. Brian Weiss, and then the other is Dr. Michael Newton. What is it? Goodness, The Journey of the Soul, or Many Lives, Many Masters. And one of the examples that they give in regressing someone is, and I don't remember. I don't think everybody does this, but like you commit murder in one of your lives, or yet you kill someone. You incarnate again to learn how to forgive yourself for that previous, sin. And sin just means to miss the mark. The thing about it is, you may incarnate once and learn how to have forgiveness of yourself in that life, or it may take 100 lives. But you will continue to incarnate until you have essentially learned all of the earthly lessons. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you would like more one-on-one time to call forward your spirit guides and your higher self to get an understanding of, your purpose in this life, that's actually, I'm really excellent at getting that type of information, what you came here to do, understanding what your karma is, because most of us, 99.999% of us, operate out of karma. I myself 100% still have karmic relationships. And how you know that is, do people affect you? Do people influence your experience? Then you operate under karma. The other path that we would be existing in would be Dharma, which is like a complete state of grace. And you're not influenced by people. I have yet to meet, I have been in moments of the Dharmic path, and there are dimensions of my life that I have complete peace and grace in, but not all of me. So thanks so much for watching. I would be really curious to see what it would feel like, or get some feedback from you, what it would feel like to be present in the moment and be more aware of these destiny and these fate type meetings, and then what you did with it, as opposed to, nose down, looking at your cell phone and, just like identifying so much with thought that you're not even actually present in the moment. Like, someone who super identifies with thought is schizophrenic. Okay. Think about how crazy that is. That you're like, out of a 24-hour day, let's say out of a 16-hour day, because 8 of it is sleeping, and you are 100% in the spirit world at that point in time. You remember what it is to be, a spirit. But out of the 16 hours a day, less than 5% is actually conscious choice for most of us. Wild. We're on autopilot. What would it feel like to be conscious and, even with a meal, every bite that you're taking, fully, marinating and savoring and feeling the different textures and the smells and we have 5 senses for a reason. All right, my dog's starting to snore. It's time for me to go. I love you so much. Angels are here. We got a feather here. Until next time, I love you guys.